Painting figure is an art. Some people make them look like Renaissance paintings. I just try to make sure mine doesn't look like they belong in a horror movie. Today, we're painting a 1/35th scale German tank commander my way. No pressure, no perfection, just fun. Let's do this. I always approach my figure painting the same way I approach my armor vehicle. And I probably do like they call a zenithal lighting. What we do in the armor modeling world is a panel lighting. So it's kind of a different process, but in the end, it's the same exact way of giving some different highlights and different texture and I would say depth to your figure before you start with the base color. The first step, I will paint the face. So I'm using AK Interactive, the flesh color set, using also drying retarder, and my love Artist Opus brush, and also a regular brush to just to make sure that we will mix everything together. So the first layer that we will do is Space Flesh, again by AK Interactive. And I will put all the three different tones of color into my wet palette. And the first layer is Base Flesh, so I will mix it with drying retarder. And basically, it's only to slap, I would say, a base coat under the entire face of our figure. For the second step, we're gonna work with the first highlight. So it's gonna be on top of the nose, under the chin, the cheekbones, and the forehead. That's the area that has the most highlight. In case as the light is on top of you, so that's the I would say kind of the rule of unlighting figure. And I'm also gonna do a second pass of really highlights, but I'm gonna focus a little bit more on all the raised area, like top of the ear, again top of the nose, the forehead, and that's all we will work. Now let's move to the first shadow. I'm using Shadow Flesh, and this time I will focus on the lips, the eyes, the inside of the ear, and also under the chin and the neck area. This way you're gonna have a little bit more of a shadow effect, and we will finish, and I would say refine a little bit more with the highlight, again with the highlight flesh color, again on top of the nose, the cheekbone, and also the forehead and the chin. Again, guys, you don't have to be stressed by painting a figure, and if you take a look, it looked like a kind of a pastry chef who play a little bit too much with flour. But trust the process. The next step will bind everything together. So I'm using Cork Brown by Vallejo. I will do some kind of a glaze by mixing the Cork Brown color with water around, I would say a good almost 50% water, 50% Cork Brown. And we will basically spray, not spray, but lay down and paint the glaze color all over our face. This way it's gonna basically make all the highlights and shadow that we did uniform. And now it's time to work on the eyes of the figure. It's probably one of the thing that people doesn't like at all. And I'm using Dectan for instead of using pure white. You don't have to add white or things like that. You can just add straight to the color of the eyes you're looking for. For example, if it's blue, it's gonna just do with the blue dots, or if it's black, just go with the black dots. It doesn't really matter. At 1/35th scale, you're not gonna see the difference. The big difference here is since I'm used to it, I will also do like the white, and also I'm using a blue sky gray color for the eyes. Now we're gonna start working on the uniform themselves. So I'm using German tank crew, and I'm not gonna mix it with anything. So the first layer is straight from the bottle. I will mix it a little bit with drying retarder or water, doesn't really matter. And we're basically gonna paint the entire uniform with the same color. So it's super easy, and basically just use any brush. You don't have to use like a really fine brush in this case. And for me, painting figure, it's really something that I really don't like. I do a lot of like armor vehicle. I build a lot of diorama, building from scratch with a lot of tiny details. But when it comes to painting figure, it's really something that I have to develop a little bit more. Over the years, I probably paint, I don't know, maybe a good 1,000 figure minimum. But still, can I just do like kind of a slap shop of all the colors that I need and have the result? So that's all this system is based on. Do it as simple as possible, but the other thing with the highlight and everything that we will do, the result will look pretty good for me. It's like I said, it's not perfect for a miniature painter, but for me it's perfect. Now we're gonna use the highlight for German tank crew. Again, I'm gonna mix it with drying retarder in this case, and since it's a highlight, I'm gonna focus on all the erased area. This way you're gonna basically left the shadow into like the recess area, and you're gonna pinpoint by brushing all the erased area of your figure. And guys, I just want to tell you that just trust the process. I know it could be kind of a long way of painting figure if you don't like it like I do, but by using this method, you're just basically adding shadow, adding highlight, and that's exactly what you're looking for, because in 1/35th scale, you don't have to be a miniature painter. You just have to make your figure as more realistic as possible. And don't forget the hat of our tank commander, depending what kind of figure you're using. But in this case, I'm using a figure, I would say it's a set of German tank commander. And again, just take your time. It's kind of a, I would say, short process working with acrylic color. It's different than using, for example, enamel or even oil color that takes forever to dry. But lately, I really enjoy working with oil paint for figure painting. It's amazing, and I'm starting to develop my craft a little bit more. And with this kit, there's some decals that comes with it, but I'm just gonna use one. Basically, it's kind of the side color of the trench coat. So like I said, I'm just gonna use one decals just for the matter of fact of using a decal, because it's straight from the box. And I'm gonna work also on refining my shadow a little bit more by I would say pinpoint all the recessed area in this case. And also the highlight will work the same way on the commander hat. And the highlight color that we will do, I'm gonna mix the highlight German tank crew, and I'm gonna use it by mixing it with another gray by Vallejo. Again, guys, it's only a matter of taking your time, mixing your paint really well. By using drying retarder, if you make any mistake, you can just pass on top of it, or you can just remove it with a scrub towel or a sponge or whatever it is, and take your time with the highlight. Instead of adding like 30 or some different highlights, I'm adding 3 different highlights to my model, so it's super easy. And the last step, I'm just gonna add a little bit of silver to pinpoint the metal on the side of our figure. And honestly, guys, I just hope this method of figure painting helps you a little bit. If you have suggestion on the way of doing it or things like that, don't forget to leave me comments. And yeah, that's my way of painting figures. And honestly, it's really okay for me because I do a lot of diorama and a lot of figure on it sometimes. So it's a perfect method for me. I hope it's gonna help you a little bit. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.